Hey guys, I am back with another video this week, and for this week's video I thought I would do another story time because I enjoy doing story times. They're one of my favourite things to film. You guys seem to like it when I do story times. Most of them are my most viewed video. So this story time, as you can tell by the title, is when I was caught for cheating in school, or at least it's when I was accused of cheating in school by the exam board. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. But basically this story is about, I took a subject called iMedia. People probably don't know what it is. I think I've explained it in my exams video, which I'll link below. But iMedia is basically like ICT, but like the creative elements. So it's like digital photography, creating websites, photo editing, that sort of thing. So it's like the fun things in IT. There was a lot of coursework, and it was very sort of, okay, we're doing coursework from this date to this date. Every lesson we're moving on to the next piece. So and we'll have 3 spare weeks at the end. If you don't finish your work in one lesson, the next lesson you'll go on to the next one, leave it unfinished, and at the end go back to it. So quite often we'd have like the last 3 weeks you'd just be finishing your work and stuff. There were the more organised people in the lesson who would be finished by like the one spare lesson. They'd just touch a few things up and they'd be done. Then there'd be the other people who like to the very last second would be like, gotta edit. But no, so iMedia was very like that, and we often did group work, and what had happened here was we had worked as a group and we'd been split into like groups of 5 or 6. Me and my friend, let's call her, because she's very important, let's call her Bailey. So me and Bailey, we were put together, and me and Bailey and some other guys were all in the same group. None of them really cared about the lesson. They took it so they could have like an easy subject, which many people do, which is so stupid. Just take subjects you're good at and you like. And we had to research this thing, and at the end of the lesson all the groups came together. We all put them on like a shared file over like something, I can't remember. So we all put them over like a shared file so we could each see each other's things, and then we had to edit it from there and make it into our own work. So it made it a lot quicker for the research process of this particular piece of coursework. So me and my friend had worked on it and we got the same thing. However, we ran out of time at the end of the lesson to edit everyone, so we'd left ours and we'd gone, okay, so we're going to leave that and we're going to go back to editing it before the end of the coursework. So when it's all handed in and when it's all due in, we'll edit that before. So come like the end of the thing, we completely forgot that we needed to edit that. We were going for our work and we saw it as like, oh, that's done. We can print that off, send it to our teacher, and then it's gone. Like, we'd not even realised it hadn't done. It was a complete mistake, like human error, if that's what you want to call it. Like, it wasn't like we'd deliberately done it. We'd literally just gone, oh, it's done, and it hadn't been. Come like maybe a month after we sent it out to the exam board, one of the deputy head teachers, who my school had atrocious head teachers, and that's me being shady to my school, so if they ever see this, hey. So she was like, I need to speak to Bailey, what last name, and JayMSpeed, please. So we come out the lesson and we're like, okay, and she's like, so we stood up normally, like just going, we thought it was going to be like a little chat out of the room, and she was like, bring your bags, and we were like, for God's sake, what have we done? Because in our school, if like you had to bring your bags, that meant you were going somewhere for a while and probably going to miss the end of the lesson. And we still had like 20 minutes till the end of this lesson, so we knew it was something. Now then, me and this person were both very good students. We didn't get in trouble, we didn't have detentions and stuff. Like, we weren't geeks, so to speak. Like, we wouldn't like follow all the rules, but like, we would break them, but we'd never get caught. But no, like, we often, like, we just did as we're told. Like, we were good students. So, like, getting in trouble for us two was like, well, why are we in trouble? Like, what could we have possibly done that's this bad? Anyway, so we get called out of the lesson and we go down to this, like, computer area and we have to sit in there, and there's another guy from our lesson who was in our group. And basically, she's like, and the teacher's like, I've been cheating on coursework, like dropping little hints and stuff, and it's like, what is she on about? And eventually we sit down at the table and she slides over these like pieces of like coursework to us, and like basically it's all highlighted on our paper in different colours. I had 3 paragraphs, my friend Bailey had 2, and this other guy had 1. And they actually said to us they're near word for word the same. They were identically the same. And they basically handed them back and were like, why are these all the same? The exam board wants to know because they can't mark you because it looks like you've copied and whatever. And this woman did not know us. She was very new to our school. If she'd known what sort of students that me and this girl were, she would have been like, there must be a reasonable explanation. She was trying to act as if we'd copied off each other, and it was annoying me. Anyway, so then my teacher comes out, and he's a lovely guy. He was so chilled, a great teacher. He comes out and he's like, okay, there is a reasonable explanation. These guys haven't cheated and whatever. Like, it doesn't need to be like this serious and whatever. Like, even I know what's happened, because he obviously had a lesson plan which he then had to supply to the exam board to help us out. And me, my friend, and this guy all then had to write statements. I have no idea what the guy wrote, but I know exactly what me and my friend wrote because we wrote very similar things. Not that we discussed afterwards. But obviously we both had the same story, so we literally explained, like, we worked as a group, we'd forgotten to edit it afterwards. I never actually know what happened. I don't know if we lost a few marks. I know I still passed that piece of coursework, so they can't have failed me. But it was quite a scary experience that the exam board and this deputy head who'd been at my school for like 3 months was like accusing me of cheating on my coursework, on my GCSE Year 11 coursework. Like, oh, and like, it was really confusing, but we got away with it, I think, which made me very surprised, because we hadn't done anything wrong. Like, we'd done what we were told and just forgotten to do the last bit of editing. But yeah, like, it was so weird that they just sort of called us up, because I know for a fact in that lesson there were so many instances where people had the exact same things written down, because I watched them do it, I watched them copy off their friends and stuff, and we were the first ever people to get called out on it, like, and we did it once by accident. Like, it was so weird, but it was so funny because they'd literally highlight it and they were like, is near word for word the same, and it was word for word the same, like. So that's pretty much it for this story. I hope you guys enjoy it. If any of you guys have had similar experiences, comment down below. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I shall be back next week. Bye!